Oh, I'm listening. This happened to me yesterday. So,
yeah.
My dogs tore up a little patch in my backyard, just running around and having a good time when it was wetter. And so I was going to order some hay from Home Depot, have it delivered, and I was going to sprinkle it out there and put some seeds underneath it so it would grow back. And anyway, I had this like 40% off thing on DoorDash from Home Depot. So I was like, oh yeah, 40% off these hay bales. This is gonna be great. So I ordered like four hay bales off Home Depot. I tipped the person $10. Figured that was fair. And they call me and she's like, hey, they don't have hay bales, but they have mulch. And I was like, nah, that's no good. That mulch is $15 a bag, whereas the hay bales are $8 a piece. And the mulch isn't going to cover as much. And I really want the hay. I need something that's with a body that's going to stay there. So let's just cancel all this since they don't have it. She's like, okay. So then customer service calls me and they're like, hey, so you want to cancel the order? I'm like, well, it's not that I want to cancel it. They don't have what I ordered. She needs to cancel it. I'm like, oh, we understand. So then the person who's trying to get the hay texts me and she's like, wow, you got me in trouble with them. What a fucking racist. You could have just said that from the beginning. And I'm like, whoa. I wrote, I'm screenshotting this.
To send to my fellow podcast co-hosts.
It's actually the whitest response.
She's exactly right. She's like, I already reported you. Like,
guess what? I'm on Yelp this very moment, ma'am.
But wait, why did she get? Who got her in trouble?
Nope. Like, I don't know. I guess when they called me, there was some confusion about why the order was being canceled. I think she was trying to pull some shenanigans where she was like, oh, the customer changed his mind. He doesn't want this order. I still get my tip, right? Like, I think she was doing, I don't know the in and outs of DoorDash, but it felt very much like that. Like, but I was like, well, it's not that I want to cancel. I want to get my money back here. They don't have what I ordered. That's the situation. And when I clarified that fucked her up. And but she's real fucked up now because I made all kind of phone calls after that, and I had the screenshots and everything of her calling me a racist, and I acted very offended. I've never been called a racist, and I was thinking to myself, I didn't even know her race. I am not
called a racist 3,000 times a week.
It was like, hurts. But the worst part was I had no idea what her race was, and I don't know how she knew what my race was because she called me, and I was like, they don't have it. Oh, I'm sorry. That's no good then. That's no good for me.
Were you doing like a Dave Chappelle voice where you're like, well, I just don't understand. Well,
God damn, bitch! Ain't got no hate. No.
Pretty good Chappelle.
See, no, I bet she's not delivering hay today. I hope not. I hope she didn't like keep her job and now she's gonna shit in every meal I order from now on. It'll just
How
be
big were these
time.
hay bales? Like
they're square hay bales. If you've ever, they're a standard size. I couldn't say off the top of my head how big. I'm up maybe 3 feet wide and 2 feet, up and down, like deep and tall.
It's not. When you said hay bale, I was imagining something that a Civic couldn't bring to you.
The big round ones.
A Civic would struggle. Yeah, the big round ones are like 800 pounds.
Thousands of pounds.
Yeah.
It's all wet. Yeah.
I had a little beef with Uber actually, and I brought it the first time I went like full Jew and brought it to the social media. I was like, Twitter's gonna hear about this. They had this thing. It was like festive meal, McDonald's breakfast, 4 egg McMuffins, 4 hash browns, 4 drinks. And I was like, oh, and it was like a good price. I was like,
breakfast.
This is good for me. I was peak Jolly Maxing, FYI. But I'm like, this is great for me. So I go and I order that, and I got 3 sandwiches, not 4 egg McMuffins. Honestly, 3 hash browns instead of 4. Like I would have said it in the app and left it as is with whatever happened, but this was like a whole sandwich though, and I sent them a message. Yeah, I was like, I got the 4 sandwich deal and I got 3 sandwiches, and they responded being like, oh, sorry, we don't offer refunds with McDonald's, and that's when I was like,
it can't be true.
So I'm like, beep. I'm like fucking trying to call them. I'm on like the support, and the guy was like, oh, let me see what I could do. You should see a thing in your like an update on your invoice, like your bill later. And like the next day I got like $1.80. And here it's Canadian dollars. So the meal was like 26 plus tax. And so split that in 4, whatever, do it prorated. It's not this. So I'm just curious what amount this was. I wanted to know where this came from. So I hit them back, and obviously you guys could tell I'm very like unemployed and don't have shit to do during the day. I'm calling back, where did this $1.80 come from? And I called them back and I was like, oh yeah, like I got this $1.80. Like what's the deal? Like what even was this from? And the guy was like, oh, I don't know what that's from. It's beyond me. I'd have to bring this to a supervisor. And then like at this point I got a call back from a supervisor and it had been like 3 days. And I was just like, hey, give me my money for the sandwich now. Cause I'm talking to you, fucking asshole. I know you're not on this continent. I can tell. There's too many phones going off in the background. Like, let me. And he was like, yeah, no, they can't do anything. We're not going to do anything for you. There's really like nothing we could do. And I was like, so that's it. I just like lost like one sandwich on the 4-sandwich deal. And he was like, yeah. He goes, if you want, you should go and leave a complaint for the driver. And I was like, what? The driver?
Yeah.
I was like, the driver was like this like middle-aged like Muslim woman in the full garb, basically, with just the face showing. Yeah. Is that any cab? Is that she pulled up and like she's walking on my snow. If the guy didn't come and shovel it that day, I feel bad. I run out halfway. I get it for. I go back inside.
Then you saw her and you were like, this way, and you turned around, led her to your porch, put it on the floor.
I surround back. Come around back.
I have no experience with snow.
Yeah, and I had to go back inside and I gave like an extra tip because I had like this Jewish guilt. You know, I don't know what Israel's doing over there and stuff. You know, so
dude, Netanyahu's gotten to you. That's that BB guilt.
And they had sent me a message, and she was good. She brought the bag. It was tamper-proof. What the fuck is her? She didn't sneak her hand in and reseal the bag. And I went on Twitter and I was like, these assholes try to tell me, and because they had sent me an email also, they try to tell me to fucking leave a bad review for the driver because they don't give a refund on the McDonald's. I'm canceling Uber One, fuck Uber. And then like it was one of my most bumping tweets in a minute. All these people were like, fuck Uber. Yeah, me too. And then Uber hit me up and they're like, dude, we're so sorry. Here's your refund. And yeah, like if anything else we could do to help. And I was like, well, I automatically got billed for Uber One 4 days ago. So I want that money back. And I want my Uber One canceled. Yeah, we're going full Jew right now. You really bothered me.
And you know what else? I just applied for a DoorDash credit card. Fuck you.
You'll be hearing from my cousin.
DoorDash credit card. I don't play.
What's that? I got the tunnels on the line right now. They want to talk to you.
I have an issue with
your phone's
Death
about
by
to ring
Gummy right now. I'm in a bit of a feud with them. It's a one-sided feud because I'm not sure they're aware I'm alive.
Oh,
but I bought Death by Gummy, and they shipped it, but it never came to my house. And if you look at the tracking page, it basically says like it might come tomorrow, and it said that since December 26th for over a month now. It's like maybe tomorrow. So I write Death by Gummy, and I'll paraphrase, but they basically said, "Have you considered go fucking yourself?" And I'm like, well, that's not that cool. So I've called Death by Gummy on the phone. And their official policy on their website is if the package is lost in transit, go suck a dick and stab your heart. We don't care. It's paraphrased, but that's basically that's what they say.
So rude. Who wrote that?
Right? Not responsible for any lost, held, damaged packages, etc. So basically, they're like, once we put it in the mail, you can go pound sand. We don't give a fuck if you get it or not. I bought 50,000 things online at this point. I've never heard anyone say if the package is lost, go sit on a thumb and spin. Like that is never like an official policy. So I've called them on the phone like 18 times or so now. They have never picked up ever. They don't answer their phone, and their email has already told me to suck a dick. And all I can do is badmouth them online. So Death by Gummies.
All right. So I got an email from a Death by Gummies guy like 10 days ago. Slipped my mind. Should have shared it. He said that whoever you ordered for, he was like, doesn't look like we have any orders from a Matt Woodworth. There are some people maybe impersonating us. I don't know. Can you pass that along to Woody? And I guess I lied and said yes, but I forgot to until right now.
He doesn't care.
So that's on me.
Right.
Wait, so he got it from a third party?
No. That's what the guy emailing me said, was that, hey, we got a bunch of people coming at us saying, give Woody his fucking gummies. And apparently, and I checked our orders and I don't see one for Matt Woodworth. And so You know,
So
it
Woody's
could be
lying.
that you bought from a different company. That's what he said. If I'm remembering.
So this guy's calling Woody a liar?
He's calling Woody a liar is how I take
This
that.
has just gone too far. Well, you tell him order number THW30490.
All right, hold on. Let me.
You tell him we don't appreciate slander too much.
No, there
And
might
he
be
said
some
you are a quote
confusion.
punk bitch.
Well,
And my own
what
experience.
website did you order it from? The Real Deal Death
So
by
I
Gummy Bears?
googled Death by Gummy, and it looked like it was Triangle Hemp Wellness or something. Was it
Oh.
redirects to
Oh,
that?
That's
So there
definitely
may
not it.
be some misinterpretation thing
Oh.
going on here,
Oh,
but I'm very upset by
that's
I-
someone.
That's
Right. Yeah, someone.
I-
if you search Death by Gummy, it's the top result.
So I
Okay.
do remember that their website is real DBG.
They might
I
be a
had to look it
distributor for Real DGB that needs to lose their situation.
Yeah,
But I
that's
guess
what's got to happen.
I guess it's
Mm.
Triangle Hemp Wellness. That
All right,
is
guys,
the
we may have
customer
sicked you on the wrong
service thing here.
person. Whoopsie
Yeah, yeah.
daisy.
Triangle Hemp Wellness. Don't let them off the get. Don't let them free. But yeah, I'm very
Yeah.
upset.
I dropped the ball on that one, boys. I'm sorry.
Not square. Not square.
In my
hip
head, I was
wellness.
like, I will remember to tell Woody this, and then, admittedly, makes me a bad guy. Woody's weed delivery was not top of mind for me. I had like other things I was concerned with, and I forgot. So,
But
I
yeah,
think he's their
I guess it's
website.
Triangle Hemp Wellness that I'm actually upset with. But I am the fact that it's on their website is the part that frustrated me the most. I was like, wow, that's like official policy. Go fuck yourself. Okay.
Yeah, Triangle Hemp Wellness. Those must be the guys who
It
did
is the
you
top
dirty.
search result for Death by Gummy.
Darn,
They could just
Google-
be buying terms,
Yeah, I don't know.
probably. But
So, all right, I may have
regardless.
sucked.
Sick.
I'm gonna go with
Sick.
sucked. I may have sucked you guys
Two C's.
on
Yeah.
on the wrong people. I'll
All
put
right.
as many C's in there as I want, Kyle. I'm creative in my spelling.
Adam,
talking to end the recording.
Hello, Triangle Hemp Wellness. My name is Matthew Woodworth. I placed an order for Death by Gummy Bears. It never showed up at my doorstep. I've tried to contact Death by Gummy Bears. They redirected me
this.
back to you guys. So just leaving a message right now. My order number is
Stand by.
Um,
I'll have it fast.
standby. I will have it fast.
Your
My order
assistant's on
number is
THW
THW
30490.
30490. So I'd just like to get that straightened out. If you can hit me back at the attached email address, that'd be great. Because I would hate for this to be the end of my future business with Triangle Hemp Wellness. I do consume a lot of gummies, and it would be a shame for you.
End of you.
Okay, I'm looking to hear back from you guys. Take care.
Ooh, they love the
We're gonna
take
handle
care.
that shit, bro. We're gonna fucking handle that
thought you-
tonight.
I thought you were gonna start
Welcome to the
threatening
customer
them.
service podcast, where we share frustrating and fulfilling. Who knows? Maybe they get back to you and they're like, "Oh fuck, here's 5 bottles of it. Here's 5 containers to make up for our goof up."
They
Oh, that'd be
did you
dope.
guys keep it?